Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique, and I'm on a financial health journey to create an inheritance for the generations to come. Want to do that through consistency and discipline. Today is Thursday. Nope, not that day. This day, the 18th. And we're here to do a budget closeout. And I apologize if the sound is off a little bit. We're in the midst of moving people out of rooms, moving people into rooms. And so currently this room is empty other than this desk. And I feel like it's giving me like a hollow kind of sound as far as the audio is concerned. So if that's the case, I apologize, but it'll be better in the days to come. I'd like to thank anybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, and especially those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel. Truly started this as a way to hold myself accountable, but I understand, recognize, and appreciate the community as a whole. So if you're rocking with me on this journey, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't made up your mind yet, sit with me for a spell. At the end of this video, if it's content you find valuable or enjoyable, please feel free to subscribe. Myself and my sweets, we're married, got a whole bunch of kids. And when I say whole bunch of kids, I mean that the total together 8. And we're trying to figure out how to combine our future, our family, and our finances so that the decisions we're making now won't negatively impact our kids in the future. So no more fanfare. We will go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull these sheets that we're going to actually talk about out of the binder to give us a little bit more room. And this binder is a budget binder from Baddies and Budgets that I bought on sale during her Memorial Day sale. It does not come with the slits cut here. I did that just to make it easier for me to take it in and out. So I do want to give that word of caution if you're thinking about purchasing this one. But we're going to pull these sheets out, honey. Breathe and focus. Don't I need that for July? Excuse me. So I've got these pulled out and we'll talk about these in a second. First, we will cover the monthly calendar. I got this from Walmart. It was about $8, $7-8. And it's just big monthly calendar views of, I'm gonna pull out just a tad bit, big monthly calendar views of the, of 2024 and 2025. Okay. So this is what we're going to talk about here in a minute. I'm gonna scooch this little camera thing back just a bit. There we go. So we can get the whole camera in, or the whole calendar in view. Let me get my marker. And so let's see. Oh, wrong color. Let's try this one over here. All right. So let's see where we are. We paid tithes on the 12th. So we're covering the 12th through the 18th. My weeks run from a Friday to a Thursday as far as my budget is concerned. My cash unstuffing videos where I pull cash to pay back the credit cards. That time frame runs from a Wednesday to a Tuesday. So I did my cash unstuffing video on yesterday, the 17th. I'm doing my budget closeout for the week on today, and then I'll do my next budget for the next week on tomorrow. All right, so tithes we got taken care of. Discover is actually $0. That's due on that one because it's one of the credit cards we're using to get the cashback rewards on, so we're constantly paying on that, so nothing's due on that one. City, I did take care of that for $150. All of these came out as well. Over here, we did have water to come out. It was cheaper than I thought, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Had a great time at the Slime Institute. Xerxes did do his boarding, but it was a little bit cheaper than I thought, and we'll talk about that in a minute as well. And we did move some stuff here, although this is going to be the big day down here. So that's it. We've got these bills to still come out starting next week, so nothing else for this week. And on my action task to-do list, nothing. Nope, everything is taken care of that we need to take care of. So we are good. So I'm going to sit this over to the side. And then let's talk about the weekly budget breakdown. And for this, I will come in just a tad bit more. You guys can see these numbers, see how these numbers are numbering. Let me get a pen. This is where I need my erasables. So let's pull out. Oh, where is it? It's hiding. Here we go. All right. And usually I like to say anything that's green is good, anything that's red is bad. but I don't have red and blue markers. So anything in blue is good. Anything in pink is bad. is bad now. All right, so let's get busy. As far as the funds are concerned and money is concerned, that came in right as expected. So there's no changes there. So I won't write anything in here. We are working with 2280. For my fixed expenses, and I have to use the amount category. So that's the one thing that I don't like about this particular budget binder, is that we don't have two columns, one for the budgeted amount and then the actual. So I'm just splitting that spot in half under the amount column because it's big enough for us to do that. So that's what I did here if you're new to the channel. So AT&T came out as expected. Water, I actually went cheaper here. So it was $19.34. So I budgeted $20 instead of the $25 that you might have seen on the monthly calendar. That came in as expected. Paid my class dues, and Xerxes board came in $8 under. So I'm just gonna take this 166, and I'm a -8, and it should be 158 that we're working with, and we're gonna mark that in blue. All right. As far as my variable expenses are concerned, all of that money is given into envelopes, and we will tally up at the end of this video what's left in my variable binder. But everything came in as expected that I have up there. So it was a total of $300. And then the two subscriptions that I had, iCloud and Apple Care, both came out. And so that's at $6. So that's good too. So income is still $22.80. The total is going to be $158 plus $300 plus $6. $464 is the total expenses. We subtract that from $22.80, $1,816 is what we're working with after fixed expenses, variable expenses, and subscriptions came out. All right, next. I'm gonna get my pages right. All right, here you go. As far as our credit card or debt is concerned, 0 to Discover as I expected. I paid $150 to Citi. As far as our sinking funds, all of those came in as expected, or I contributed to all of these binders or envelopes as I expected to. So that total is still good, $380. And then unbudgeted. So I did have one unbudgeted, and I have Wisdom to Journey, or Journey to Wisdom and Wealth, and Mrs. Summers Budget. I have those two to thank for this unbudgeted amount, because they have both been talking about, if I'm not mistaken, those are the two have been talking. I know for sure Mrs. Summers Budgets have been talking about Kroger Boost. And maybe it was Reese. Maybe it was Reese, Budget with Reese. Maybe that's who it was. I cannot remember who the second person was. I could be wrong on that, so let me take that back. But for the Kroger Boost membership. So I did go ahead and do that. It was half off. So it's $30 for the year. I've already put it to great use. That did come out of my bills buffer account, and it wasn't a planned expense. So that's why I have it in pink here. So that's the only unbudgeted one that I have, but it is proving to be very helpful because number one, I'm getting the groceries delivered as I need to, and plus it unlocked, I guess this Boost membership unlocked additional savings. So you'll see my grocery bill actually came in a lot cheaper than initially expected. So there you go. So I'm going to mark here for $30. So I apologize for calling out specific names because I could have been wrong on the names that I gave on that one. Okay. Here we go. As far as extra savings and investments are concerned, I did do $60 towards my mini Monday. I don't have anything yet that I plan on giving in investment, but by the end of the month, I should be able to give a little bit to that. So I'm actually excited about how things are shaping up at this point. But I did do $60 for the mini Monday. So let's look at my totals down here. My income total is still $22.80. My expenses was $464. Let's minus $464. Okay. My debt was still the same, $150. Sinking funds was still the same, $380. Now savings is this, the 60, but I need to add that extra $30 for unbudgeted to that. So that's going to be a minus 90 instead of minus 60. So let's see what we're looking at. 2280 minus 464 minus 150 minus 380 minus 90 equals 1,196. Now that's less than what I expected. So I'm going to put that in pink, 1,196. But that's my rollover amount, okay, that I will be rolling over into the next week's budget. All right, next is my budget as far as my meals were concerned. So Friday, I was going to do like some stewed tomatoes and sausage because y'all know I do that almost every week. But we instead did some sloppy joes and fries. So it actually cost $9. I did have to get some things for that where I already had the stewed tomatoes in my cupboards for that one. We did dine out on Saturday. I made some roasted zucchini and squash over rice, and we had some baked chicken, like a rotisserie chicken, or I might have done fried chicken. It doesn't matter. At any rate, I budgeted $24, but I spent $14, so that was good. We had our family fun day on Monday, so we ate out for that, and sweets cooked on Tuesday. Wednesday we did some soup and rolls, and it cost me $16 instead of $18. And then sweets cooked Thursday today is Thursday, but sweets is cooking Thursday. Ooh, I am so glad to have Chefy in the house. Let me just tell y'all. All right, 9 plus 14 plus 16 equals 39. And let me give him a shout out too. So $39 instead of $42, so it's good. He's been doing a lot, y'all, because, you know, I'm cheap, right? So I don't want to pay anybody to do this or do that. So he's been moving all of these rooms around and breaking down beds and then putting them up in other rooms and all of this while I'm still working, right? So I have a long honey-do list, and he's been handling the list. And then when we were on our way back on Monday from the Slime Museum and we were headed home, I was like, dang, I want a carrot cake. You need to... I said, I want a carrot cake. And he said, okay, you want to stop to the store and get some? I was like, no, you the chef. Why you can't make a carrot cake? He's like, well, I just have never made one before. That's all. Y'all, Tuesday, when I got off of work and he had done all of this moving and breaking down beds and everything, we ate dinner. And he came back in the room after coming out of the kitchen. He came back in the room and he had made a carrot cake, and he gave me a slice of it just that fast. So I asked for it on Monday and I got it on Tuesday, and it was really, really good. Hey, did you know carrots are in carrot cake? Did I know that? I don't know that I knew that. Okay, but it was good. So I just wanted to give him a shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you to my sweets. All right, this is just my cash breakdown here. So that part is done because that's how I took out the money. This is how I knew how much to take out of the bank for this past week. So we're good on that. And now the check-in as far as my variable expenses are concerned. So let's look at our binders and see where we are. I'll set that over here to the side so we can keep track over here. All right, let's see what we got going on in here. All right, for groceries, I have 20, 25, 30, 35, $36 left. So for groceries, I have remaining $36. So I started with 27, added 120, and I still have 36 left. So I spent $111. $111. Okay. That's good on that one. Gas. What do I have left in gas? Gas has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. $57. So $57 is left. So I started with 60, added 30, still have 57 left. So I spent $33 in gas for the week. Alrighty, what's next? Home. Home took a hit. I'm almost positive. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, home $5, $10, $15, $16 left. So I had 2, added 30, still got 16. So I spent 16. Okay. Next is dining. And for food, we have 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. We have $28 left. All right, so I had 26. I added 40. Still got 28. So I spent $38. Spent $38 on dining. Okay. That back in there. Next, supplements or scripts and meds. I have 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3. I have $33. And scripts and meds. So I had 20. I added 25. And I still have 33 left. So I spent 12. Alrighty, $12 in all. And some of the spend is actually spending it, and some, if there were dollar bills, ones in these envelopes, when I went to stuff them, I moved those dollars to back here to this savings. So this typically goes up because I'm adding ones to it, while these go down because I'm taking ones from them. So these numbers that you're seeing as far as spent, some of that spent is just I spent it by moving it to that savings. So Xerxes has, for fur babies, $1, $2, $3 left. He was the spendy one. He act like he got a job. Okay, 13 plus 10 minus the 3. Yep, $20. He spent all his money. His allowance gone. Alrighty, and now let's see what we got in savings or buffer, however you want to refer to it. And we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $47 in savings. So it was 47. I had 42. So I did not put anything in it, and I didn't spend anything out of it. So all of these are minus, 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 but this one is going to be a plus 5. So we added $5, and those were those extra ones that we had there. Okay, we're good. And as long as we're adding to this one and we're not taking away from it, I'm not going to budget anything for it because it's slowly growing. But if I start to remove money from it, then I will add it back into my budget and actually start to put some money towards it. But there you go. So these are the remaining numbers that I will put onto my next week's budget. And you'll see that tomorrow if you come back for more. So you'll see these remaining amounts there, and you will see... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. Got to get myself together. You will see as far as my rollover amount, it will show $1,196. Okay. That is it. We are done. Thank you to all for your time. You guys have a good one.